Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Place, and here we are in the Ki-88. Now I'm not going to do a full comparison to the other P-39s that we just did videos on. Just because they all have 37s in the nose and they're tier 6 premiums doesn't mean that they're going to be identical in the way that they play. The Ki-88 is going to be a pretty decent aircraft when it comes to its altitude performance. It can also gain a bit of speed. It lacks the maneuverability that the P-39 gets, but in exchange it gets a little bit higher altitude, like I mentioned, and it gets to 20s instead of 50 cal machine guns. Now the 37 also fires a little bit slower as well, and it's a little bit different in the way that it behaves, and I feel like it behaves a little bit differently, and maybe I'm delusional, but it just isn't the same. So you guys be the judge. We'll hop into this battle here, and as you can see, we are sporting the shiny paint, so this has the option as well, but apparently I've just been unlocking all of these paint jobs over time through special events. I haven't actually, oh, I guess the 37 hit. I couldn't tell you when or how, but it's been happening. So not everybody got the shiny paint on the P-39Q if they tried to pick it up. So I just want to make sure that I make that clear that apparently through 2.5 years of solid play and intermittent play since 2012 has netted me a bunch of special paint jobs. Don't let them have it. There, I think I got it. Cool. What is this guy in? Fogglewolf? I can outturn him. Oh, Crimson. Okay, we're gonna blow past him. Oh no, man. Cool, we picked it up. What is that? Is that a bomber? That was a bomber. I actually feel like I can get around on this guy a little bit. Maybe a tier 7, but a 0. No, we're from the same nation, but I caught him by surprise. So we got the missile base, that's good. We did not get the command center, so that's interesting. There's the dough. There's Crimson. Oh, he got us. And we lost our pilot again? No, we didn't lose our pilot. Ow. Okay, now we've got him into a turning fight. He cannot win this with us. Lost an engine. Cool. Got him. In the zone. I have not seen someone flying a dough that low in quite a while. Hopefully we can pick up their command center. Because right now we're... Okay, good. I'm like, man, we don't have a bomber flight coming in. That kind of stinks. IL-1 is like a it's like an IL-2 that sacrificed some of its payload to get more maneuverability, but it still has a metric ton of hit points. We try and maintain this zone as long as we can. Hit the boost cooler, go for the climb on the I-220. He's currently engaging the defense aircraft. He took a bit of a pounding in that head-on with those guys, and... got him. There's a heavy here. Got him to blow by us there. Oh, you come back? I think we lit him on fire with the 20s. Oh, that was in the zone. I'm already down here. Ju-88 is pretty much done for. Pretty much being completely done for. We'll start going for the climb, but I have a feeling that the defense aircraft have it well in hand. We did pick up the other command center, so good job, team. That is awesome. That's all bots. And there is another GA working their way in IL-10. We are bottom tier. That's why we're seeing all these tier 7s floating around, obviously. But as a specialized aircraft, I still feel like we have something to bring to the table. I'm actually not going to keep diving on him. What is this? It's the I-220 again. I don't know why my 0 is up here. That is not a move I would have made with that airframe. Okay. What are you? See, I feel like if I was in my queue, I would have had him earlier.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions.
Wolf 190 dropping on my IL-10. Oh, there's some good hits. There we go. Just rake it across him. What else do we got here? I-220 yet again. Not too worried about that. Drop down on Marcel.
Way to go! Victory is close. We cannot support you any longer. The storm is too heavy. Do you copy? Over.
So while we have upgraded this aircraft, we have not... Oh, it's Squall Line, and there is a 109Z. What am I getting shot by? Ah, that's right, I saw you coming, and I used the rocks. You ready to rock? Cool. There's another heavy up high. Picked up Akamatsu. I should have known better. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get up there, but we're still able to keep going, like in the climb. We're not really hurting ourselves too much because, again, we have the ability to get up to these higher altitudes, so.
Victory is ours. We're waiting for your return.
Nice. So, not quite Winged Legend, but we did fairly well. I was happy with that performance. So, let's go back to the hangar. We'll talk a little bit more about the airframe as always. It is super late again. I'm staying up way too late trying to get these videos for you guys, but hopefully you still enjoy it. The Ki-88, it's similar to the way that a P-39 kind of operates with the way the guns are configured, but it's definitely not the same, and the cannon feels different. It just feels like it has a different shell velocity. The 20s, though, give you that ability to reach out a little bit more and be able to get that damage at further distances, while it was more like a, oh cool, I caught that guy on fire with the P-39s because the machine guns gave you that extra benefit, and possibly be able to trickle away somehow that closer range, but this gives you the ability to get those hits out just a little bit further. Because as you can see, the cannons are effective out a little bit further, while the 37 can only really get out to about 1,700 feet. You're looking at nearly 2,000 for the 20s, so you're getting a pretty decent chunk out there. But yeah, like I was trying to say earlier, I've upgraded everything with the exception of the gun collimator because I just don't have enough mechanical parts. It's always an issue. Look at all the thousands. I'm in the thousands on everything else. Mechanical parts. Just can't get a friggin' one. It's insane. Anyways, the Ki-88, I think the reason I like it so much is I prefer altitude fighters as a general rule. And when you look at the Japanese fighters, they're just still going to be turn fighters. They're just not my cup of tea, guys. I'm not a big Ki-43. I'm not a big Zero fan. I think that's pretty evident at this point. Or sorry, Ki-61 and A6M5. But the Ki-88 allows you to be able to get up there and tussle with people a bit. Its turn performance is going to be on par with a bunch of those altitude fighters, so you can actually get up there and tussle pretty well. It's going to give a Mustang a run for its money, that's for sure. And that 37 can pump out quite a bit of damage with single hits. In fact, said I wasn't going to do it. We are going to do a little bit of a comparison, not tech tree, upgrades. Let's take out the 37 right here, and we will do a quick comparison with the US Tier 6 Premium P39N. There you go. A little bit higher damage per second and a little bit higher rate of fire. Same range, but it just feels like this T9 is easier to use than the Ho 203. I don't know. Maybe I'm delusional, but that's my opinion of it. Again, you are getting another 1,000 feet of altitude performance. So it's definitely no slouch because being able to get up to 3,900 feet, wrong plane again, 5,900 feet, is going to be able to really pay dividends. And your airspeed is going to be comparable. So for the loss of maneuverability and a slightly downgraded 37, you get 20s over 50 cal machine guns, and you get altitude. And it's Japanese. So really, what do you need to train? Are you a Japanese fighter pilot and you need a tier 6 to train up your Japanese pilots? Then the Ki-88. Russian, P-39Q. American, P-39N, if it ever becomes available. Or you can always get this free plane, the XP-55. Just saying. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, taking a look at the Ki-88, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.